Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, I'll be doing like kind of like a thoughts slash review video. But yeah, I'm gonna do like my thoughts of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 10. It ended sometime last month, I think. Yeah, I think it was sometime last month. But yeah, I originally like I originally was gonna do like my usual. Like I was gonna react to like the lip syncs and get my thoughts on lip syncs and like what I won, and then all that. I think I only reacted to two lip syncs. Yes, I did. I reacted to the first two lip syncs. So yeah, y'all already know my thoughts on that. But yeah, overall, I thought All Stars 10 was good. I feel like it started off strong and then it kind of lost its momentum when it came to the last bracket, especially with fans' opinions. Well, yeah, well, let me say this differently. To the toxic fandom's opinion. Because let's be honest, the Drag Race fandom is very toxic. It's like it is so toxic. It has some of the worst people on the internet and on social media. Because it's it's like they are a lot. It's like I do consider myself a fan of Drag Race, but definitely not one of those fans. It's like it's like y'all get too invested. Like it's fine to be invested into like the storyline into the show, but they get way too invested and get so disrespectful to the queen, especially certain queens, especially to the winner of the season, and she does not deserve it. But anyway, but yeah, the seasons started off strong, and then when it came to the last bracket, yeah, it started to go a little downhill for me. Not completely. Like I didn't end up being like, oh my god, this ruined the season for me. This season is now bad. This and that and the third. No, no. 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 Like I said, I'm not like those toxic ass fans that be twiddling their thumbs and clearly has nothing to do with their life, uh, other than send hate to people that they don't even know and not even met in person, and that they're not even in close to regarding like personally. It's just people that they've seen like on TV. So yeah, but anyway, but yeah, Orange Bracket was cute. It started off cute with the Orange Bracket. Like it was more kumbaya. It was kind of like a little bit of an appetizer. Um, to the second bracket, which is my favorite bracket, the pink one. The pink one gave us drama. Gave us drama and gave us entertaining drama. It didn't give us like uncomfortable drama. It gave us entertaining drama, like drama that we were eating up. But yeah, excuse me. Then went to the third bracket. In the third bracket, it was just the third bracket just wasn't in, and it wasn't necessarily the queens themselves. It was editing and production. That's what it was. It was literally production fault of the purple bracket not being as good as it should have been because yeah, it just wasn't it. And then like the semifinals was interesting. I didn't expect the semifinals to go as it did. Well, at least regarding of a certain queen who got eliminated, I did not expect it to go that way. Um, I was actually surprised. Um, and then, to be honest, the finale went 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 as I expected to. If I'm gonna be honest, but I wasn't mad. Um, I wasn't mad. I wasn't pressed. I wasn't bothered because at the end of the day, it's not our it's not like it's our vote. It's not our choice to whoever gets to win. It's RuPaul's choice. It's her show, and then and yeah, they're the ones that produces the storyline, like the storylines that we see on the show, and yeah. So basically, it's so so yeah. At the end of the day, it's like for the people that be gets all pressed and bothered and saying like, oh, Ginger just don't like, oh, Ginger Mitch don't deserve to win this, that, and that, and just be nasty towards her on social media. It's just like y'all are attacking this queen for what? Y'all are attacking Ginger Minj for what? It's like yeah, the favoritism was there, blatantly there, but it wasn't Ginger's fault. That energy that y'all have, that y'all toxic ass fans have towards Ginger, that nastiness and all that anger and all that, bring that to RuPaul and production. That's not Ginger's fault, and she does not deserve all that. But of course, like when it comes to like fandoms and of course like the whole thing of stands, it's like y'all are just so simple minded that y'all don't see others' perspectives. You just ooh. I can't stand people. If I'm being completely honest, I cannot stand people because it's like, especially people now, like that. It's probably from whatever the hell is going on outside. But anyway, but so this is why I can't not stand people, especially people now, because it's like people were already kind of bad, but then when COVID happened, quarantine happened, oh, it got much worse. People got even nastier. People became even more vindictive, more heinous, and it's like for what and why, especially on social media, because it's like y'all on social media, especially y'all people with them anonymous pictures, always like to Twitter the thumbs up and like to talk shit and trash talk about people, and especially like when it comes to their looks. And then it's like, well, bitch, you have an anonymous picture. Let me see how you look. I bet you look crusty and dusty, and saggy, and all that. You probably look ugly as fuck. Oh, almost. Let me calm down. But no, but it's like y'all know what I mean, because I'm just like, it literally pisses me off that Ginger is getting all this hate and it's not even her own fault. It's like she's been getting hate since she was announced as part of All Stars 10. I mean, people weren't necessarily happy about Georges being there too, but but Georges was not getting like the amount of hate that Ginger has. And to be honest, I'm not saying, and don't try and twist my words, I'm not saying that Georges should get hate as well. No, 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 no. No queen should allow. No queen should get hate on. Mm. No queen should not get any kind of hate except for like. To be honest, except for like redacted queens, and that depends on what they did and what they say, because there are definitely some queens where I'm just like, I don't feel bad for them at all because of what they said and what they did. So I'm just like, it's like I don't know what you expected regarding of the consequences. But other than that, but like I said, it's just like, but like I said, Ginger doesn't not deserve all that hate. I don't know how many times I said it, and to be honest, I feel like I have to say it multiple times to get it through people's thick ass skulls, because y'all toxic ass people in these toxic ass fandoms and y'all toxic ass stands just be so stubborn with, and y'all thinking that y'all are and right when y'all are not, y'all are just some bum ass hating ass bitches. This is an angry video. This is an angry video, but to be honest, I'm just but but anyway, I rambled and ranted all over the place. I went completely off topic, but yeah, no, let's move on. Let's get back on track onto the topic. But yeah, it was just production that kind of ruined the last bracket for me, because like the only piece of drama that happened on Purple Bracket, it just seems so forced. And to be honest, I don't feel like it's just production. I feel like it's kind of on Daya Betty's part. Cause I'm sorry, cause she kept on pressing the issue that she had with Alyssa, with Alyssa Hunter, and then it's like, girl, just let it go. Um, and don't get me wrong, I love me some Diabetes, but and to be honest, I know she has her like her own principles, and she stands on principles, which I do respect. But it's like it's just kind of like it's like it's giving you doing a little too much. But yeah, like I said, the production and editing seems so forced, and so you can tell like they are all for Ginger. And to be honest, Ginger is an amazing and talented queen, and in my opinion, I don't mind her winning. I mean, she has worked her ass off, so I'm not mad at her winning. She does. Do I think she needs? Did I think she needed the crown? No, but I'm not gonna say that she doesn't deserve it. But because yeah, I'm not gonna say that she doesn't deserve it, but I'm not gonna say that she doesn't deserve it, but I'm also not gonna say that she needed to win the crown because let's be honest, she has already solidified herself as a very well-rounded, amazing, talented queen throughout her tenure on Drag Race, starting from her original season. But yeah, and then regarding to the semifinals, I was surprised of Mistress. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I was already like, I mean, to be honest, I was liking Mistress on the pink bracket. You know, she was giving us good TV. But the semifinal, I don't know how I was feeling about her because it was just her picking. Like, like to be honest, it's like again, I know she was trying to give us good TV, but it's kind of like it's just her picking it because it's like it's like her thing with Aja. It's like I was just like Mistress, you need to chill out because you all up in in Aja's space. Like, calm down. Yeah, I just felt like in the semifinals, Mistress was doing a little too much. But I also thought she was hilarious with how she was basically breaking the fourth wall. Um, um, in the semifinals as well. But I was surprised of her. But like I said, I was surprised of her performance because her Snatch Game performance, I'm not gonna lie, her Snatch Game performance was my least favorite. Was my least favorite, hands down. Um, to be honest, no shade. I did agree with her being in the bottom. I didn't agree with Cynthia though, because I mean, I I thought Cynthia's was funny since Cynthia made RuPaul laugh. So it's like I don't know why they. Never mind. But yeah, it was just like Mistresses was the only one I cringed at because I'm like, well, she did Natalie Nunn. She got the look down. The chin was diabolical. It was crazy. And then it's like I mean she got the persona right. She got the character work right. It was just that there was just no jokes. And to be honest, it was just like it was like I cringed. But anyway, um, and then and then, yeah, and then I was also surprised about the talent show too, because I thought she was gonna do much better. To be honest, her talent show, num, to be honest, her talent show number in her original season was much better than the one on All Stars. I mean, granted, I knew what she was going for, but the execution was not there. Uh, what is going on outside? I'm assuming there's wind, but Jesus Christ, it is. It's like my lighting here is already like my lighting here is already bad enough. This ain't helping. But but yeah, and then regarding of the finale, like I said, I it went by how I figured it was gonna be. I figured that Ginger was gonna make it all the way to the final lip sync and in the finale. I was surprised that Georgia made it to the final lip sync too. And let's let's talk about Miss Georges real quick because Miss Georges, the finale was Georges' episode, and that's no shade to all the other queens. Like even though it was Ginger's moment and she won, this episode was Georges' episode. This was Georges in her full element. Like she performed her performances in the lip sync she was in was everything. It was everything. I loved all of her performances in lip syncs in the finale. Like she gave it her all, and yeah, especially in the final lip sync. And if I'm gonna be honest, she should have, but in the final lip sync between her and Ginger, she should have won. Well, she should have won, and in my opinion, considering like on performances, she did win because I mean, even though Ginger is, even though I do think that Ginger is a good lip syncer and that she can lip sync very well, I do feel like it can be very much one note, and it kind of shows it kind of shows in the finale. Like it was kind of one note. Um, It's like we've seen, especially seeing her lip sync a lot this season of All Stars. It's kind of like we've seen it's a we've seen you do this approach like so many times. But yeah, no, like, but no, but also personally for me, I think Ginger lost the lip sync. Actually, there's a couple of things that I thought Ginger lost. Like I thought Denali won the lip sync between her and Ginger, but it is what it is. And same thing with Ginger versus Carrie. I thought Carrie tore that lip sync up. She was giving the energy and the intensity needed for the song. But yeah, that damn bun. If she would have had that bun down into the long ponytail and just let loose and just whip that hair all over the place, oh yes, man, that would have made it even better. But Carrie did really good in that lip sync. It yeah, like even with her not doing that, Carrie still won in my opinion, if I can be honest. But but at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter because it's like Ginger won, and like I said, I am happy for Ginger. I am happy for Ginger. But yeah, but yeah, like if I have to rank the brackets from my favorite to my favorite to least favorite, my top favorite was the pink bracket. Below it is the orange, and below is the purple. And the one that was my least favorite was the purple bracket. And my favorite queens of the season, I love Bosco. Bosco was everything, and she had my favorite performances there as well. Her Murder on the Dance Floor performance, loved it. Um, I loved the her her performance of the Show Me Your Burlesque lip sync. That was everything. Um, but yeah, I loved Aja too. I loved Aja too. Aja was the key. Um, and then I loved her lip sync performance in the very first lip sync. Um, Another favorite was Nicole Page Brooks. I live for her. Um, Irene. Irene was definitely a favorite, especially with how much she has redeemed herself from her original season. Like she went from being like the pork chop of season 15 to dominating her bracket. She won every single Max challenge in her bracket. It was just like, yes, ma'am. I live for that. It was like she didn't dominate in like semifinals and in the finals, but it's like she still made it towards the end, which to be honest is that she has redeemed herself so much, and I'm so happy for her. Um, but yeah, I know. Well, I can see that I can barely see myself, but to be honest, I'll try and fix that. But anyway, which other one was my favorite? I love Cynthia per usual. Cynthia is just she is just very she's just very sweet, and she just seems like someone that you can just easily have like a conversation with and just like have a laugh with, and someone that can make you smile. And then with what she went through, it's it's like she's just amazing. Um, I thought Acid Bed was funny. I did. Um, Another favorite queen of mine was Denali. Denali was another favorite queen. Um, like I said, Mistress was originally a fave, like in the during the bracket, during the pink bracket. In the semifinals, she kind of lost me a little bit. Carrie, Carrie was low key a fave too. Carrie Colby was a fave as well. Um, and yeah, that's it. And just because I don't have someone as like my faves, I don't say a certain queen as my fave does not mean I do not like them. Um, yeah. But yeah, congrats to Miss Ginger Minge. I'm like I said, I'm very happy for her for winning, and like I said, I hate that she is getting all this nastiness coming her way. It's just not. It's not fair to her, and it's not right. But it's people for you. It it's people. That's unfortunately a norm. Like I mean, granted, not everyone is nasty and rude and all that, but you notice there are so many people that end up become nasty and rude, especially after the pandemic that happened, or people become worse than what they already are. It's so sad, but it's just the way it is, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say, so that'll be the end of this video. Comment down below on your thoughts on All Stars 10 regarding of like the lip syncs, the queens, um, the looks, everything, all that. Do not bash anyone. Do not be disrespectful. Do not be nasty about any of the queens in the comments. You will automatically be blocked. The comment will be removed, and depending on how nasty it is, you will be blocked. Simple as that. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on that notification bell. And I'll see you next time. Bye.